Okay, Madhusudan, can you please explain why communication is so important in companies?
Yes, sir. Communication, let me take that communication. We can say that communication is the basic part of the business, or it is very, very useful, and it is very important in the companies as well as in the business. So, suppose if you want to propose any project to any investor or anything, means you want to explain about the project, means first you have to have a very good communication skills. So like this I want to say that communication is very important in business or company.
Okay, so how it is important? I mean, how can we establish proper communication?
Yes, sir. The one is we should not have a stage fear, and we should be always reading, or we should always be talking to anyone else. So like this, we should improve our skills. I mean, we should not sit idly, and we should not do any unwanted things. So we should concentrate on the things which are very necessary for us.
Okay, Amol, you there? Amol Shirshat?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Yeah, so same question for you. How can you establish proper communication in a company? Amol, you there?
Yes, sir. I'm trying to improve my communication skill by presenting myself.
No, no. Let's say that you are running a company. So how can you establish proper communication system so that your employees can understand what you are saying or what your managers are saying? You see, communication is very important. So how can you establish proper communication or effective communication?
Uh, so it should be interactive, sir, and I'll I'll try to communicate with people in which language they are familiar with, and I'm trying to do some physical activities. Uh, and so
Yeah, say anything else?
no, sir.
Okay, Saurabh Jain, are you there?
My questions to Amal, sir.
Yes?
Yes, sir. He said that how the means how the people working in his company is familiar with languages. Means suppose you are familiar with Hindi, means he will communicate with you in Hindi and he will manage his business. But in the whole world, all the people are not familiar with all the languages. And how can we manage at this time? Means any other alternatives for that?
English?
Uh,
I guess English is
Yes,
the answer.
yes, sir. But he said no, sir. Suppose if a person is not learned in English, means he doesn't know any more about English and he can't communicate in the English, and he is familiar with Hindi. Suppose if you take him to the London or Britain, there some people may means the person whom you are going to interact is not will be not familiar with Hindi. Then how could you communicate that? Means we should make him to learn
No,
English only,
in
no, sir.
London, everyone speak English, right? No
Yeah,
one knows
my
Hindi.
question is not that, sir. Yeah, that suppose you say I am a company owner and you will come and join to my company, and you will
Okay.
not be knowing English, and you will be speaking Hindi. So what I will do is, as you are familiar with you Hindi and I am also familiar with Hindi, we both will communicate with the Hindi. And suppose if a project proposal will come from London, I will take you with me, and I'll say explain to the explain to the person. But the person will be not familiar with Hindi. How can he communicate with the Hindi? At that time he will be not knowing English. No. At that time, what can a person do?
You think, what can you do?
Yeah,
Your
means
company, think what can
yes,
you
sir.
do?
The only thing we can do is at the starting, selecting the people for our company. At that time only, we should explain our terms and conditions that English is necessary. The main languages are very necessary, like that.
Okay, Saurabh Jain, are you there?
Yeah.
Okay, so Saurabh, my question to you is, do you think that in India, a lot of people leave their jobs because they don't understand what their managers are trying to say to them, or what their managers are trying to convince, because of lack of communication, proper communication from managers? Do you think that's one of the reason why many people leave their job?
Yeah, to certain extent, that is the reason. Because of
So,
communication barrier, many people are in our country also. We are a diverse country, and there are many people coming from different areas, different regions. So not all of them are familiar with all the languages, especially Hindi and English. Even if we go to a south right now, so not everyone will understand Hindi. So that's a major problem right now.
so how can we solve this problem, or how can managers solve this problem so that everyone understand what he is trying to convey?
I think first of all, while selecting a company, even a manager and whatever whichever the employee is applying for the post, they should take the language into consideration.
They should.
They should take the language apart into consideration, because if you don't know certain language, it will be quite difficult for you to convey everything, each and everything.
Oh. But don't you think everyone should be fluent in English?
Yeah, of course.
No, what I'm saying is that if everyone is fluent in English, then there would be no language barriers, because you see, even a Tamil people know English, even a Punjabi people know English. So
Yes, absolutely.
don't you think that there should be an English training session in the companies where people who are uncomfortable with English can learn the basics of speaking English?
Yes, I agree with you. There should be some sessions. Even if you see the recruitment criteria of many companies, they include a language also in the test to test their verbal skills.
Okay, Mandar, are you there?
Yes, yes.
Okay, Mandar, tell me, what do you mean by communicative jargon? Do you know have you heard about the term
Which term?
communicative jargon? Okay, let me explain to you in simple way. So, my question to you is that, do you think, you see, there are several technical terms in business, or if you join a corporate job, there are several technical terms that the manager use, and those technical terms is not understood by all the employees, and that is known as communication jargon. Okay, so how can you prevent that technical terms from happening? Technical terms in the sense, there are, suppose you call so let's say there is a system in your company and you call that system by a particular name, a technical name. Now that name is not understood by all of your employees. Okay. So in that case, what would you do to avoid ineffective communication?
Um I'll explain that term or that name to all employees, or I'll take some suggestions from them, um, from networking and actively verbal communicating with them.
Okay. Sure. Okay. Anshul, are you there?
Yes, sir.
Okay, Anshul, tell me, in the corporate world, there are several ranking like, staff, employee, manager, senior manager, general manager, sales manager, marketing manager, etc., etc. There are a lot of a lot of ranking, you can say.
Yes, sir.
So, do you think that in order to have effective communication, this ranking system should be abolished? Because you see, due to this ranking system, not every information is conveyed to another person. For example, a senior manager may not convey all the information to a junior level staff because their ranks are different. One is at senior level, one is at junior level. So, do you think in order to have effective communication within a company so that everyone gets to know what is happening around them, do you think this ranking system could be abolished?
Sir, I think the system should be there because for a particular work, some people are appointed. So if a work is to be done properly, the professionals of that particular work are given that work, not all of them, including all the staff members. Some are there for technical work, some are for normally getting the details or how to do, some are doing what are the errors, for example, in a project, different parts are there, who will do the technical work, who will do the execution, who will do the research. So the people who are good at particular field should be given particular work, so avoid the confusion of a particular work.
Okay, Shamruddhi, are you there?
Yes, I mean,
Yeah, so same question for you. Do you think this ranking system should be
what?
abolished? Yeah, the question was, uh, you see, in corporate sector, there are ranking system. By that I mean, for example, junior staff to senior level manager, general manager, marketing manager, sales manager, junior marketer, etc., etc. So you see, because of that system, not every people gets to know what is happening around them. For example, a senior manager may not tell or may not say all the information to a junior level staff because he's senior than him. So you see, in this way, that junior staff does not get to know everything what is happening around. So, do you think that in order to establish an effective communication system in a company, this ranking system should be abolished?
I think that it's not as good as we think because there is a मतलब सब सब जब जूनियर स्टाफ होते हैं तो सीनियर्स उनमें उनके मुताबिक मतलब टैलेंट के जोर पे उन्हें प्रमोशन नहीं मिलती मतलब सर्टिफिकेशन उन्हें उनकी तारीफ मतलब चाटना वगैरह पड़ता है सो क्वालिफिकेशन के क्वालिफिकेशन पर उन्हें प्रमोशन नहीं मिलती और कुछ चीजें उन्हें पता नहीं चलती सो बाहर जाके उन्हें दुनिया में क्या चल रहा है वो पता नहीं चलता सो आई डोंट थिंक सो कि इट्स एज गुड एज वी थिंक
Mm, okay, Manas Villare, are you there?
Yeah.
Yeah. So, simple question for you. Let's say you are starting a startup and
Yeah.
you hire some employees, maybe 10 to 20 employees. So,
Yeah.
how would you explain them about the mission and vision of your company so that they can understand and get motivated?
I will try to say the with what purpose you have started it and how it's gonna create a social impact and gonna help other people in what way, and then with the same thing, I'll try to give them the same ideology which I have about the startup. Then I'll try to convince them for that. Yeah.
Okay, Sonali Gunjal. Sonali, you there?
Yes, sir.
Yeah, so same question for you. Let's say you're starting your own
Yes,
company.
sir.
Yeah, I can hear you. Same question for you. Let's say you are starting your own company and you hire 20 employees. So, in this case, how would you explain your employees about the mission of your company so that they can get motivated and start working hard?
Sir, can you repeat question?
Yeah, my question was Let's say you're starting your own company, okay? And after starting your company, you hire 20 people under you. So you see, every company has a particular mission or a particular purpose. So how would you explain that purpose to your employees so that they can get motivated and start working hard?
Sir, by communicating with them, I can understand what in which field they are good, and I giving them a task which help them to improve, and as well as they work easily on it. So it help a company too.
Anything else? Anything else you would like to add, Sonali? Okay, anyway. Okay,
No, sir.
okay, sure, sure. Okay, Kritika, Krishagar, you there? You're not audible.
Hello.
Yeah, you're audible now.
Hello, can you hear me?
Yeah, I
Actually,
can hear
there's
you.
this network issue, that's why.
No, it's okay. I can hear
Yeah.
you. So, yeah, Kritika, same question for you. How would you communicate to your employees, or how would you explain your employees about the mission or goal of your company so that they can get motivated and start working hard?
So first of all, first point that I will hire people that are interested in the work that I do. So suppose if I am interested in making, let's say, clothing items, or I'm interested in making, let's say, cosmetics. So I will hire people from that department, and then automatically their interest will be there according to my products. And definitely, if further they lose interest or maybe they get demotivated, definitely I think with a good amount of bonus, I would say I'll make them motivated. So that will be my approach, because people need something more than just talking and just elaborating, and they just sometimes we just have motivational talk for like a 10 minutes or even like a 1 hour 2 hour, but then the next day we are again the same. So this will be a good way.
Okay, Madhusudan, can you hear me?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Okay, Madhusudan, tell me, do you think that it would be beneficial to add a communication class in corporate job? Because you see, in a corporate job or in a office, people from various sector or people from various religion comes to do the job in India, especially in India. India is a
Yes, sir.
diverse country. So do you think a communication class would be helpful so that all the employees is able to communicate with each other properly? For example, sometimes a Tamil person may find it difficult to communicate with a Punjabi person. So do you think communication class can help them?
Sir, to handle this situation, there are three solutions. One is you can take the classes, and another one is you can give him a personal amount of money, and you can say him that you should go and attend the classes. And third one is
Outside
while
classes?
yes, sir.
Okay.
And third one is at the beginning of hiring the people only you can tell
Third
that
one?
if you are means the third one means here you should be knowing Hindi, English, and Kannada must and should. These three languages should be must and should. Like this, you have to put some restrictions, and at the starting only how much people are eligible
But
you can take.
in that
And
case, don't you think you would miss a lot of talented people? For in the third case, in the third option, as you say, let's
sir,
say, for example, you
sir,
say, yeah, let me say, you set a rule that only people who knows English, Hindi, and Bengali would get hired in the company. But let's say a person from Punjab who is very talented and very motivated applied to your company, but you rejected him because he doesn't know any three of those languages. So in that case, don't you think it would be a loss?
such means for that also there is some of criteria. Means first you have to tell means first you have to test his talent and his skills, and how he is educated and all the features. And at last you have to come to the language. If 90% is okay and 10% is not okay, means you can take him because 90% is there. If that case reverses, means 10% okay, 90% is not okay, you can remove him. There is no loss. Sir.
Okay, Sonali, are you there?
Yes, sir.
Yeah, so I guess you heard Madhusudan. He gave me 3 options. So in that case, if you are starting your company, which option would you choose? Sonali,
Yes, sir. Can you repeat the option? My network is
okay,
not
Madhusudan, can you
stable,
repeat us the
so
option?
I can't hear the points.
Yes, sir. The first option is you can take classes for them in your own office, and the second is you can give him separate amount of money for learning the English or learning the communication skills. And third one is at the hiring, the state of hiring only you can reject or accept him if he is not eligible for the languages which you would like. These are the 3 rules which according to me it would help.
Okay, Sonali, you heard the option. Now say.
Sir, first option. Yes,
First
sir.
option. Why?
First option.
Why first
Sir,
option?
because if we introduce or if we start a classes in company itself, then if someone having a communication problem, they can also join. And if we give them money and they learn from their self, maybe there is a chances that they cannot learn that much. So we can help them, means we can provide them in company itself.
Okay, so and next is okay, Anshul.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, which option would you choose?
Sir, I will choose the first one
Okay, why is it so?
because it will be helpful for myself also and for the employees also, as if I will hire a tutor for them, I will have to pay less money rather than to pay each one particular money. And also it may be happen that one of them will get admitted to a coaching will where he will not learn that much, but I will check. I know my employees and I know where they lack, so I will choose the proper tutor for them.
So let's say Anshul, you're starting a company. So don't you think it would be an expense?
Sir, it will be, but they are my employees only. If I will invest in them in future, they will be helpful for me for growing my company.
Okay, so let's end the call today. We can meet again on next Tuesday. Anyway, thank you for coming and good night, guys. Have a great day.
Yes, sir. Thank you, sir. Good night.
Bye.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you, sir.
Oh. Bye, everyone.